Hello everyone, this is the personal instructor introduction video for CDEC339. My name is Weitian Shi, and I'm from China. This is my third year in UV, and I learn here as an international student. My major is combined mathematics and chemistry. The reason I take it is because I'm quite interested in these subjects. So the next part is my opinion of teaching and learning. In my opinion, teaching is both art and science. For the science part, because from one generation to another generation, teaching has been improved by educators for years, for 100 years. And educators try to simplify and conclude the knowledge. So I say teaching is systemly and precisely. That's why I say it's science. For the art part, I always think how you teach and the way you teach is quite important because it will get interesting and attention from your students. And also, learning is a lifetime stuff. I said, remember from your kindergarten level to now, the university level, learning is always an important part of your life, and you cannot stop learning. Also, the world is changing every second, so you need to learn every second to adapt the world. The relationship between teaching and learning, I would say the key word is the communication. For the student side, communicate with your instructor will make them know which part you exactly need help. And for the instructor side, make them know which part they can explain briefly and which part they can explain more details. So the next part is the goals for my mini course. As I say, the topic of my mini course is the group theory. The first goal of my course is that you guys know the definition of the group, and after that, you will be able to determine the set is a group or not. There's the operation of the group is always important, and I will show you the operation of the group and let you understand the operation of the group. Also, how the operation preserved. The last part is there are several different kinds of groups, and I'll show you guys all of them and show the difference between these groups. And that's the 4 goals for my mini course. So next part is the tips for learning. I always think the most important part of learning is interesting. So finding the joy of learning become much more important. When you learn the stuff that you're interested in, you will find out you will be more concentrated and the learning will become much easier. Also, the next tips for learning is for the university level. The class in the university level is usually big, and the size of the class is always between 80 to 100, and the material of the class is quite challenging. The office hour of the instructor is always not enough, especially before the midterms, right? So learning by yourself become much more important in the university level. As I say, Google, YouTube, Word, these are important. You may already know these tools, and these tools are not only related to our studies, but also related to our daily life. Also, the Wolfram Alpha is a perfect tool for the mathematics learning. Anyway, my point is, finding the right tools for online learning, it will make your life much easier. And that's the end of my introduction video. Thank you very much.